Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the 20 questions method of annotating. It's just a method that means what it says. So it's going to let us slow down on the first page of a reading uh, because we're going to ask and try to answer 20 questions before the end of the first page of reading. So the idea is it lets us think about what we need to know. It helps us to take our questions out of our head and make them concrete on the page. Ultimately, we want to continue asking questions beyond the first page, but we also want to go back and answer questions as we can. So I'm just going to demonstrate what some questions can look like. But really, at the end of the day, you just need to ask different questions. I'm also going to show you using Word. You can also just handwrite your questions on a sheet of paper. So I'm going to start with the title, The Mask of the Red Death. I find this interesting, so I'm going to make a comment. I'm going to ask a question. What is this mask? Is it like a mask we wear on our faces? Because I've never seen this word spelled this way before. Okay, of the Red Death. So, is this a character, an event, a disease? So, it's perfectly acceptable for you to start by asking questions about the title. It's by Edgar Allan Poe. All right, so the Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. All right, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to scroll down here. Pestilence means a deadly disease. All right, so here I got an answer. I'm going to reply to myself. So if I were writing this on a sheet of paper, I'd write underneath it, the Red Death is a disease. And I found that answer in paragraph 1. It's important for us to note where we find things so that we know when we come back later. And I'm just going to continue down. I'm going to keep asking questions. The blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and the horror of blood. There were sharp pains, sudden dizziness, and the profuse bleeding at the pores with dissolution. So this is going to make me ask a question. So is this a common disease? Has it been around for a long time? So you get the idea that you can just ask questions about anything. So here I've only gotten to the third sentence of the piece, and I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions and 1 answer. So you can continue along in that same way, asking and answering questions. The idea is you want 20 by the end of that first page.